Hello you fantastic people and welcome back to Cyberpunk 2077. In this video I have a super quick guide for you guys for how to get the fastest XP and street cred in this game. I've actually made an XP video before. That is still a really good one to use if you want to level up weapons and particular skills like handguns, melee weapons, all that stuff. Super quick, so that one's still very useful. But this one is the flat out fastest way to just get XP and street cred by far. I went from level 40 to level 50 in under half an hour, and that was not like stressing to go really quickly. That was just me relaxing whilst literally watching YouTube and streams on the other screen. You can do, once you've set it up, I'd say probably around about level 10 is the earliest I'd say most people would set it up. You'd be able to go from 10 to 40 in about 2 hours, which for Cyberpunk, if you've leveled up a full character before, it is super slow. Like, you can put 100 hours in this game and not make it to 50. Like, that's what I did originally, got to level 40, and then I power leveled the rest of it in under half an hour, which is super useful if you guys want to just play a whole playthrough at max level to have, max level iconic weapons when you do your playthrough. So first, as for location, where you guys want to go to is in Pacifica. Bottom left hand side of the map, there is a fast travel station called West Wind Apartments. It's actually the exact same place where I did my original XP farm, because there's good loops of enemies which you can farm and rank up those weapons and stuff if you guys want that one. That'll be linked at the end of the video. But as for XP and street cred, there's a way better spot. I'll show you guys on the map where that one is. But essentially, make your way to that building, climb up on top of the roof. There's a ladder at the back if you don't have double jump. In the middle of that roof, you can actually see a big group of enemies, which you can take out from a distance from multiple different methods, whether it be a sniper rifle, a pistol with a good scope on it, or the fastest version is the projectile launcher, which I'll get to in a second. But essentially what you have to do is take out those enemies, run to the back of the roof like I'm showing you guys in the gameplay. By the time you make it back to the center of the roof again, they have respawned, because you're at that perfect distance where the enemies just reset every single time you do that loop. And it's a very quick loop. It's like 1 to 2 seconds running back and forth. And then you just take your shots again, take out those enemies, because killing enemies is the best way to get XP and take them out really quickly. Both street cred is going to go through the roof. Street cred is the easiest one to do, especially when you're getting kills from enemies that are gang members. Then regular XP will follow as well. Not quite as quick as street cred, because that's super easy to get. But like I said, with this method, regular XP from level 40 to level 50 in under half an hour. It's insanely quick. Now, as for strategies, like I said, there's a few different ways you can go about doing it. Sniper rifles are good if you guys want to level up those, particularly if you have a good one to just one dink all the enemies in the head. If it's silenced, the enemies won't actually know where it's coming from, and you'll be able to get stealth kills and rank up your stealth abilities at the same time. Same thing with the revolvers, they're really good. They're pretty much just sniper rifles anyway, particularly if you have a good scope on it. Should be able to hit the enemies from that range. But without a doubt, the fastest strategy, like you guys are probably already seeing on screen, is the projectile launcher. That thing is absolutely ridiculous. It's flat out broken, but let's be honest, they're not going to fix it anytime soon. They've got bigger problems to worry about in this game right now. But if you guys want to get this one, I have made a full guide on that one actually just yesterday. I'll link it in the description so I don't waste your guys' time in this video again if you've already seen it. Already be at the end card screen. But all you have to do, get yourself a projectile launcher. It doesn't have to be a legendary version. You can be level 10 and you'll be able to get the blue rarity one from the Ripper Doc named Victor. Almost forgot his name entirely. But the original guy you do meet at the very start of the game, he'll sell it to you for about 20 grand. So as long as you have that much, you'll be set to do this strategy, which I think you can probably pull together by about level 10-ish. Maybe a little bit later. But from there, you'll be smooth sailing. You will have to get a mod as well. The explosive mod does make it way faster. If you have any of the other ones, they will work because they are all explosive rounds plus a kind of elemental type. But if you have the explosive one, you can actually one-shot the cars. Like you're seeing in the gameplay, if you hit the right spot, you can blow up both cars with a bunch of enemies around it with one singular shot. It's absolutely ridiculous. Sometimes the enemies spawn up to 8 enemies around those cars. Usually around about 4 to 6, sometimes 8, and you get a ton of XP per one shot. It's crazy. Now, if you only have any other elemental type and you don't want to get explosive for whatever reason, you essentially just do the same thing, but take 2 shots. It's very simple, but like I said, explosive, 1 shot, and it only costs like $500, which is pretty cheap, particularly for cyberware in this game. Now, as for the spot you guys want to try and hit, you probably see it in the gameplay a whole bunch, but me running back and forth, I tend to get a little bit inaccurate. There is a sweet spot where you can hit 1 shot perfectly and blow up both cars and take out all the enemies at the same time, meaning bulk XP, bulk efficiency, and you get to level 50 the fastest way possible. The sweet spot is on the right hand side, the car on the right hand side, kind of where the front wheel is, just where the engine is. If you hit that with 1 explosive round, it'll blow that up and the car next to it, and take out all the enemies. You're probably seeing it in the gameplay, but as you're doing, you know, the loops and running back and forth, you tend to get a little bit inaccurate, particularly when I was mostly concentrating on the videos I was watching on the other screen. But that's where you want to try and hit, and you'll take them all out at the same time. Now, you'll probably miss a whole bunch of times when doing these loops. Trust me, I definitely did, because the projectile launch is very clunky with its accuracy. Try and go for that right-hand side car. If only one blows up, take the shot of the other car, or if it's just a bit of a mess and the enemies start running at you, it only takes a second to run to the back of the roof and come back again, and everything's reset and all perfect for you again. Honestly, just do that. It's way more efficient, particularly because if you do hit that sweet spot and take out 4 to 8 enemies at a time, not only are you getting huge amounts of XP, but you're actually getting a ton of stealth XP at the same time, because none of those enemies would be alerted to you and they count as stealth kills. So depending on how you're playing the game, if you're doing anything stealth and want any XP, you're going to get it really quickly via this method as well. But yeah, just a super quick video for you guys today. Hopefully I've shown enough gameplay so you can see how quickly the levels are going up. Trust me, it's super quick. Now again, if you guys do need a guide on the projectile launcher and how to get the explosive round, I've made a full guide with all 6 elemental variants of the projectile launcher, which are super strong, by the way. I'll link it at the end screen of this video or in the description. Feel free to check out that if you need it. And other than that, I hope you guys did find the video helpful or enjoyable. If you did, don't forget to smash subscribe down below. It's totally free, helps me out a ton, and I very much do appreciate it. Plus, there's more Cyberpunk videos on the way for your faces. Other than that, we have a Twitch we stream to every night. We have a Discord with awesome people, and we also have a Twitter. All linked down below for you guys if you want to check out those. And other than that, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys in the next video and a live stream. Till then, adios.